Hello, we are pleased to welcome you to marketquadrant.com.today. In this video, we'll talk about JPMorgan Chase and company stock price predictions for 2024, 2025, and 2030. So let's get started. JPMorgan Chase and Company is a leading global financial services firm with assets of more than $2.7 trillion and operations around the world. The firm is a leader in investment banking, financial services for consumers and small businesses, commercial banking, financial transaction processing, and asset management. JPMorgan Chase & Company is also a component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average and serves millions of clients in the United States and many of the world's most prominent corporate, institutional, and government clients under its JPMorgan Chase brands. JPMorgan Chase and Company stock has returned 38.16% in the last 12 months, and so far this year it is up 12.69%. Apart from this, the total return on its stock in the last 5 years has been 93.32%. This means that if you had invested $100 in the company stock 5 years ago, it would be worth $193.31 today. Note here that the total returns include price appreciation and dividend reinvestment. Before we look at the estimated stock price of JPMorgan Chase & Company, let's also look at the 5-year total returns of JPMorgan Chase & Company's competitors. Since JPMorgan Chase & Company is a financial sector company, the total return of this sector is 12.10% over 5 years, which is much lower than the total return of 93.32% of JPMorgan Chase & Company. And if we talk about the main competitor of JPMorgan Chase, then the first name on this list is UBS Group AG, a Swiss banking firm that has given a 156% total return in the last 5 years. Apart from this, Deutsche Bank AG has a return of 99.30%, and Wells Fargo and Company has a return of 49.10%. You can visit marketquadrant.com for detailed comparative returns of JPMorgan Chase and Company's competitors. Well, now it remains to be seen how well JPMorgan Chase & Company will perform in the future and whether it will prove to be a better investment option. This is a matter of keen interest for almost all investors. But what we can say here is that as we reach mid-2024, several factors will determine the company's trajectory. You may also know that many factors directly affect the share prices of JPMorgan Chase & Company that we need to understand, which mainly include the following. The first is economic indicators. Factors like GDP growth, interest rates, inflation, and unemployment rates are included in economic indicators. These factors could have a significant impact on JPMorgan Chase's share price. For example, low interest rates may encourage borrowing and investment, potentially increasing bank profitability and stock prices. The second is financial performance. JPMorgan Chase's quarterly and annual financial results, including revenue, earnings per share, EPS, net income, and return on equity, ROE, are closely monitored by investors. Positive financial performance often causes a share price to rise, while disappointing results can cause a decline. The third is market sentiment. Investor sentiment and market trends could affect JPMorgan Chase's share price in the short term. Positive news about a company, industry, or broader market conditions can make investors optimistic and push the share price higher, while negative sentiment can lead to selling pressure. Fourth is the interest rate. As a financial institution, JPMorgan Chase's profitability is sensitive to changes in interest rates. Rising interest rates can increase a bank's net interest margin, meaning the difference between interest earned on loans and interest paid on deposits, potentially increasing earnings and the stock price. Fifth is the competitive landscape. Competition within the banking industry, including other large banks, regional banks, and fintech companies, could impact JPMorgan Chase's market share, pricing power, and profitability, which could impact its stock price. In this way, we learned which factors can affect the company's stock. After this, we also look at the stock forecast for JPMorgan Chase and Company. The current price of JPMorgan Chase and Company stock is $192.14. If we talk about analytical forecasts, by the end of 2024, the stock price of JPMorgan Chase and Company can reach $228, which is 21% more than today's price, while JPM's price is expected to rise to $285 by the end of 2025, which is 51% more than today's price. In the medium scenario, JPM's price is expected to continue rising and could rise to $438 by the end of 2030, which is 132% more than today's stock price. To learn more about what the JPMorgan Chase and Company stock price will be tomorrow, this week, or this month, you can follow the link below in the description box and visit our webpage to read detailed information and the latest stock forecast. Along with this, you can also like this video and subscribe to the channel.